So I'm starting on this Meng FAA 18F, the Super Hornet. This one, I've got it in my mind that I want to do it in flight. So acrylic rod and the tailpipe trick. So before I get too carried away, I've started by building up the front gear bay and just fitted it into the nose section to see how much gap I'm going to have with the doors. So the rear one's pretty good, the middle one has got a bit of a gap, so I'll probably put some plastic card, glue it along the edge of that door and then sand it until it sits flush. It's got a nice join there, so it'll work, but I was hoping it'd just be a neat fit, but this kit's designed for wheels down, as are most kits, but so it'll just involve a little bit more work than I thought. So I'll continue on with the in-flight version. This kit, another reason why I want to do it in flight, it comes with the flight crew. I was checking, you can have the ladder up but not wheels up. So you got the high vis markings, or you got low vis markings. So you got two 2004, 2007 and 2008. I will probably do the high vis markings. I prefer the more colourful aircraft, so to say. I'm not a fan of modern aircraft and the low vis markings. Obviously it's for a purpose, but I'm more of the Cold War era camouflage and whatnot. Alright, all the components for the cockpit. Really nice crisp details on it. If it's like anything like the Phantom, it should go together well. Interior colour, after searching through all my paint trying to find it, I knew I had it, I just didn't know what brand. Dark gold grey for the cockpit, and some areas will be black. I'll use NATO black for that. While I'm waiting for the paint to dry on the cockpit parts, I'm doing this section here. So I put these pieces in, they're nice firm fit, and I'm putting the lower wing section on to the upper. I've done this side. So there's a optional parts here. If you're doing the wings folded version, there's a different part that'll slot in. I'm doing obviously the wings extended, so this piece goes on there. It's just clips in really nice tight fit, and then your wing just sits, plugs in like so. So that all fits good. Putting the intake pieces together, there's a wrong pull out for the parts. So where it says C31 to go to C29, it's actually C30. like so. It's C31 won't fit, so I had to work my way to which one did. Then they go on to the main gear bays. Even though I'm doing wheels up, I'll put all this in for the structure of the internals. Okay, this area is a bit of a mess in the instructions. So like I mentioned, the part numbers call-outs are wrong. This is the port side, left side of the aircraft intake. So the intake sits on top of the gear bay. This is back to front. So these parts were for the right side, and vice versa. So now I'm confusing myself. So I thought, if I followed the instructions, this is supposed to sit in the left side. The reason I knew these were wrong is the fit. This is these parts, the C38, 59, 47 for the port side, and when I put the intake on, you can see it doesn't fit properly. So I made up the other parts, C46, C58, C37, and it fits. You see it contours to the gear bay. So I thought, okay, I'm going to check now before well, I'm not gluing it in yet anyway, but this is supposed to be the left side intake. That's just not happening. So right side, perfect. So that's just a bit of a mishap in their instructions. That's a shame, I guess, but they're not the only manufacturer that does that. I've experienced that heaps over the years. Okay, the cockpit tub is together. Decals fit pretty well. They're all individual, so each panel in the instrument panels is a separate decal. You can see here how many decals go on it. I haven't weathered the cockpit by the time I put the air crew in and canopy closed. You're not really going to see a lot. Everything fit well. The instrument panel's got good positive slots to fit into, so there's no movement or anything when they slide in. I used this stuff for the putting all the decals in here because it's really aggressive, so it helps melt it into position. And when I say melt, I mean melt. It's really aggressive solution. So next I'll be putting this into the nose section, and then I'll be back into the intakes, cleaning them up and painting them.